Close your eyes and find a nice tall spine. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Bring your elbows close to your side body. Allow your hips to settle down. Sit up on a blanket, providing you a little milder lift in your hips, allowing your hips to be higher or at least in line with your knees. Let go of your day thus far. Also, let go of any expectations that you have from this session, and also drop any to-do items that you have for the rest of the day or the rest of the weekend. Just settle down. Give yourself permission to be engaged in this conversation with your body, with your mind, being in observation of every sensation, everything that is available for you to experience. Begin by deepening your breath. Tap into a nice 3-count inhale, 3-count exhale. Let's join our palms together close to heart center. Take a deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Breathing in for Om. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu, ma vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So keeping your eyes closed, bring your right palm to the floor by your side and reach your left arm up and over. Allowing yourself this opening along your left side ribs, but at the same time looking for a nice lengthening in your spine. So you're lengthening left, right, and the center channels. The next inhale, unwind, come back to center. Bring your left palm to the floor by your side and reach your right arm up and over. Keeping the back of your neck long. Keeping your head in a relaxed state. Opening up your right side ribs like an accordion. And unwind, come back to center. Bring your left palm to your right knee, right fingertips propped up behind your back. Inhale, find length along your spine, keeping your hip points facing the front. Effortlessly rotate your torso, allow your heart to shine to the right of the room. Gradually unwind, come back to center. Bring your right palm to your left knee, left fingertips propped up behind your back. Inhale, find a nice tall spine. Exhale as you look over your left shoulder, heart radiating to the left of the room. And unwind, come back to center. Make your way to a nice tabletop position. So for today's session, we have a light activation, a light warm up in the body before we allow it to cool off and to unwind, to de-stress. So we'll have a soft practice to begin with, at least for half of it, and then we will go into more a restorative part. So as always, bring yourself to a nice tabletop position, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Drop your navel, lift up through your chest, lift up through your tailbone. Exhale as you tuck your chin into your chest, rounding through your upper back, rounding through your mid back, curling through your tailbone, find your down cat. Marjari Asana, cat pose. Great way to wake up your spine, warm up the muscles in the back of your body. Wonderful way to connect back with your breathing. And come back to a nice flat back. So take a look at your palms. Go ahead and lower your elbows to where your palms originally were. So forearms parallel to one another, palms face down. Keep your hips still high above your knees. Lower your head, rest your forehead on the mat. Allow yourself to be soft and surrendered. You're not pressing into something, you're not making yourself into a shape that you don't feel comfortable. The essence of today's practice is how can you surrender, how can you unwind, how can you completely let go of some shape or position that you're holding. And gradually press yourself back up, coming back into tabletop position. Bring your left palm along the midline of the yoga mat. Press away from the floor. So you're creating this separation between you and the floor. Rotate the torso, reach your right arm, right fingertips reach towards the skies. Looking for a nice opening along the chest, but at the same time looking to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, go ahead and lower your right arm down. Right palm replaces the left. Keeping the alignment as it is, lengthening to the spine, crown of head lengthening to the front of the yoga mat, but rotate the torso, reach your left arm to the skies. And gradually come back to center, come back to tabletop position. As we continue our journey today, walk yourself towards the front of the mat. Slide your legs back, spike your heels, coming into plank pose. So we are definitely trying to warm up the body. So the best way to warm up the body is to firm up through your core, and we come into the first plank pose. So we won't be here too long, but just trying to get the body warm up and get the juices flowing. So arms are shoulder distance apart. Spike your heels, tailbone lengthening the space between your heels. Lift up through your chest, draw your chest up through your arms, heart radiating to the front of the yoga mat. Exhale as you press back, downward facing dog. This is also something that we have worked on. Great way to lengthen and to warm up every muscle fiber in the body. So since this is the first down dog of the morning, doesn't matter how your down dog looks like. So bend one knee generously and stretch through the other. So pedaling through your feet, one leg at a time. Let go of your head, let go of your neck. Good time to catch up on your 3-count inhale and 3-count exhale. So looking for a breath that is longer, deeper, warmer, and allowing you to be awareful of that breath. So this breath allows you to bring you back to this present moment. Not looking for anything fancy, not looking for anything difficult. Slowly and gradually, come onto your tippy toes and slowly walk yourself towards the front of the mat. Make your own transition to the front of the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. I'm going to turn to face you guys. This way you can understand what I'm talking about. So bring your feet hip width apart. Soft bend in your knees. Fold over. Clasp your opposite elbows. Make sure you're evenly balanced between the top of your foot and the heels. Head is heavy like a bowling ball. Relax the skin on your face. Bring your hands to your shins. Find your flat back. Plug your shoulder blades down and back. And exhale as you fold. Tuck your chin into your chest, stacking one vertebra at a time. Slowly and gradually, make your way up to a nice standing posture, Tadasana, mountain pose. So bring yourself towards the front of the mat if you're not already on it. Arms by your side. Tailbone lengthening the space between your heels. Lift up through your lower abdominal muscles. Lift up through your belly. Lift up through your sternum. Collarbones wide. Relax your shoulder blades. Back of your neck long. Crown of head lengthening upwards. Keeping the soft knees. Keeping your ankles neutral. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Palms meet. Heart rises. Exhale, press the air away, create your own resistance, bring your arms by your side. Postures where arms reach up allows you to wake up your heart, add more cardiovascular engagement in your practice. So you'll get your heart rate up, your breathing rate up. So inhale as you reach your arms up. Exhale, press the air away, create your own resistance, gradually bring your arms by your side. One more time, inhale, reach your arms up. Use the full length of your inhale to reach up, palms meet, heart rises. Exhale, use the full length of your exhale to gradually bring your arms by your side. Listen carefully as we add a little bit more to that. Inhale, reach arms up, palms meet, heart rises. As you exhale, send your right arm forward, left arm back. Rotate the torso, shine your heart to the left of your room. Hip points still facing the front of the room. Heart radiating to the left. Inhale, unwind, reach your arms up, palms meet, facing the front of the room. Exhale, this time send the left arm forward, right arm back. Rotate the torso as you reach front to back. Heart radiating to the right of the room. With the next inhale, reach your arms up, soft bend in your knees. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, find your half lift, and exhale, fold. Tuck your chin into your chest. Sweep your arms down, around, and up. Reach your arms up. And exhale, drop right at the heart. Half sun salute. So half sun salute and full sun salutes are very effective ways of getting the heart rate up, getting the metabolism kicked in, getting the breathing rate up. And it's a very simple, effective way to incorporate multiple postures in a quick amount of time. So we'll add a little bit more full sun salute here. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, find a half lift, and exhale, fold. Slide your right leg back, followed by the left, coming into top of a push-up, plank posture. We've worked on that. So this is another time to really make use of the postures that we have learned. Hug your elbows close to your side body, maintaining a nice straight line, lower all the way down to your belly. Plant your palms under your shoulders, hug your elbows close to your side body. Inhale, lift up through your sternum, heart radiating to the front of the room. Nice length in the back of your body. Feel your navel off the mat. Exhale as you ripple through your spine, lower your head, rest your forehead to the mat. Curl your toes, plant your palms, press yourself up into plank and press back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet hip width apart. While in down dog, we'll stay here for 3 nice breaths. Arms are shoulder distance apart and press the floor away with your arms. So you're creating length along your spine as you press back. Come on to your tippy toes, bend your knees, look past your palms, step your right foot forward, followed by the left. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Sweep your arms down, around, and up, reach up. And exhale, drop right to your heart. So that was full sun salute. This is a wonderful way to really get the juices flowing, allow you to feel a little bit of a sweat on your skin. It's a powerful way to do that. So we'll add a little bit more to that. Remember that rest and restoration makes sense only if there is an activity, if there is some work that we have actually done. So there is no point in just resting early in the morning. So keep your knees soft. Inhale, reach up, and exhale as you fold. Now bring your feet hip width apart if not already. Prop yourself up on tented fingertips. So make your fingertips like a tent and bring it in front of your toes. Generous bend in your left knee, straighten through the right. Rotate the torso and reach your right arm, right fingertips pointing to the sky. So this is a powerful way to get a nice twist, expansion in your chest, lengthening in your spine. Exhale as you lower your right arm down. Right fingertips replace the left. Generous bend in your right knee. Straighten through the left, rotate the torso, and reach your left arm to the skies. Exhale and gradually lower yourself down. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Hands to your hips and make your way up to nice standing mountain pose. So now that we've gotten to a good state, bring yourself down to your knees. So you can sit up on your shins. So if this is comfortable, go ahead and do that. If not, you can choose to be comfortable sitting up cross-legged, whichever works for you. But we'll begin by working on our feet today. So wake up, curl your toes. So take every toe and make sure that the toes are in contact with the mat. So now, this is a wonderful place to hang out. When you're here, as you press the weight of your body down towards your heels, you may find an unpleasant sensation, you may feel some discomfort in the arches of your feet, but go as far as the body allows. We're not looking for pain or discomfort. We're looking for a sensation of expansion, engagement in those areas. So if it feels too uncomfortable, go ahead and back off and bring yourself back down. Breathe into the situation. So the other technique into this posture is to feel a buoyant energy lifting up. So you're not dumping your entire weight down, but you find that you're able to lift up the body and reduce the weight pressed into your feet. Slowly lean forward and unwind, come back up. So this is a great way to wake up your toes, the arches of your feet. So coming back again. So this time, bring your toes back, all the toes in contact with the floor. This is called as a toe balance, and this is powerful to allowing a little bit of a sensation and engagement in the mounds of your feet, the ball of your feet. This provides you an activation in those areas. So as you lift up, now again, if you find this balance to be a little bit of a challenge, you feel free to use the wall by your side. But for me, at least, I don't need to use a wall, so I can be here. Looking for this pleasant sensation. This depending upon how your feet are, you may not feel an intense sensation along your arches of your feet because this is using a different set of muscle groups. So this might feel softer in those areas. And slowly and gradually unwind, come back to center and bring yourself down. So adding a little bit more practice into our extremities, our limbs. So reach your arms out, flex your hands. I'm going to sit down for this one, so this might be easier because my feet are really hurting. So stretch your arms out, flex through your palms. So you're flexing your hands back. So you can, this is a great place to hang out. So this might feel, if you have difficulty, if we've all used our computer keyboards and sitting up on a desk that may not be perfectly aligned, and you may find that this is a great way to counterbalance and to bring yourself into a nice state of reset here. So this is great. And so bend your arms and flex your palms back. So the palm of your palms are facing you now. Relax your shoulders. So you're not pulling your shoulder blades out of their sockets. This is just to engage your wrists, the back of your hands into this shape, bringing awareness. So try not to go beyond what is comfortable. And gradually unwind, lower your arms, relax. Now, reach your left arm out, flex through your left palm, and using your right fingertips, draw your left fingertips back. So this might be a more efforted way of bringing more awareness to the muscles, tendons in your left palm. Drawing your left palm back like it's like a catapult, like you're about to launch a missile into an enemy territory. It's a great way to look at this and noticing, observing sensations along your wrists, the palm of your hand, fingers, and gradually unwind. Now, flex your left palm back and cup your left hand with your right. So you are cupping your the back of your left hand with your right palm. As you draw your right palm back, you'll notice a nice sensation along the top of your left arm. We are using time to allow us to activate, to energize individual muscles, muscle groups in our body that may not warrant this kind of an attention. We've never ever paid this much attention to our palms, our wrists, and gradually unwind, come back to center. Lower yourself down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So reach your right arm out, flex through your right palm, and then using your left fingers, draw your right fingertips back. Relax your shoulder blade, the right shoulder blade. This way you can stay in this posture for longer, allowing you for a deeper opening up in your right palm, right wrist, right fingers. Taking time to see how you can open up different areas in your body. Gradually unwind. This time, cup your right, the back of your right hand with your left. Relax your right shoulder blade. So we're not pulling that out. The moment you draw your right shoulder blade out, you may find your shoulders to be hurting, and thereby you may not be able to stay in this posture longer. So it's important to be able to give that extra time to be in these postures. Simple classical stretches. Breathe into whatever is going on. Try not to overwhelm yourself, and slowly unwind. Come back to center. Relax your arms. Shake them out. The next posture is supposedly one of my favorite ones, and I've used that more often, and it seems quite natural, but we'll see how it goes. It might feel a little bit more intense to some people, may not be as intense to others, but as the flexibility in your wrists improve, this posture becomes quite a enjoyable and pleasurable to some people as well. So bring yourself down, come into a nice kneeling posture. Now, what we are going to do is to place the palm of our hand down, wrist facing away from us, and fingertips facing towards me. So I'm going to repeat that. So the wrists are facing away from you, and your fingers are pointing towards you. So you are kind of in this posture, right? So this is how we are. So now if this is already too intense, you can just choose to be here. This is great way to lift up through your chest, lengthen, energize through every part of your arms, the muscles in your arms, wrists. Now, if this doesn't feel challenging enough, I invite you to slowly slide your weight back towards your heels. So you're peeling yourself, trying to peel the wrists away from the yoga mat. But as you continue that, you'll find yourself finding deeper opening in your wrists. Again, there is no right or wrong way of doing this. There is no set. This is what you should be doing. Listen to your body. Tap into what it is experiencing at this moment, and stay within the boundaries of what feels good, what feels comfortable, what feels acceptable. And slowly lean forward, and then unwind, remove your arms off. So this is a 5-7 minute exposition into how to engage your arms. If you have arms or wrists that are a little weary, tired, unappreciated, underappreciated, this might be a great way to show some love and care into your arms, shoulders, all that. So next up, very important posture, Gomukhasana variations. If you have a strap by your hand, handy, go ahead and have them available. Keep them ready on one side. So I'm going to turn back because there's a lot of stuff going on in the back of my body, so that way you can see me more clearly. What we'll do is sit up on a you can sit up on your knees, on your shins, or you can sit comfortably on a cross-legged position. Reach your right arm up, palm of your right hand facing back, and then bring your right palm to the space between your shoulders. Now, if this is too much, you can bring your right palm to your back of your neck, the back of your head, wherever you are. Make your own determination of where you want that right palm to land. Okay, this is my place where I can reach at the max. Reach your left arm up and cross and bring your left fingers to your right elbow. Now, this is just not resting. I want you to draw your right elbow down. So your left fingers are actively pressing your right elbow back and down, allowing your right palm to really go past your shoulder blades. So as you can see, as I am drawing my right elbow down, my right palm is making its way, snaking its way down past my shoulders. Stay in this posture as long as you feel comfortable. Keep that left fingertips pushing into your right elbow, opening up through your armpits, lengthening through your right tricep. And slowly and gradually unwind, uncross your arms, and shake them out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Reach your left arm up, left palm faces towards the back wall, and bring your left palm to the space between your shoulder blades. Now, again, find where you find that comfort and access. Reach your right arm up and cross your right fingertips over your left shoulder, left elbow. So the right fingers are not just touching, they are actually pressing down on your left elbow and opening up along your left armpit. So it's actively drawing your left elbow down, allowing your left palm to snake its way down past your shoulders. Breathe into the situation. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly, gradually unwind. Reach your arms up and make your way down. Take a moment to shake your arms off. Now, add a little bit more challenge to this posture. If that the first version was easy, you can continue that again. So you can do the same thing left and right sides again, and you can work on that. So, but if you're looking for a little bit more challenge, here's another way to do the same posture, but this might feel a little bit more intense, seem a little bit more challenging as well. So reach your right arm up and bring your right palm to the space between your shoulders. Reach your left arm horizontal, left palm facing down, rotate, internally rotating your left arm, and bring the back of your left hand to the space between your shoulders. So you might need a little bit more softer flexion in your shoulders, and you can clasp your fingers behind your back. It's a great way to really wake up your right tricep, your right elbow, right armpit, at the same time opening up through your collarbones, opening up through your left shoulder blade. It's a powerful posture called Gomukhasana. Stay in this as long as you feel comfortable. Now, if this one's too complicated, here is a version of it with using a strap. So you can always use a strap and hold the other end of your strap. So if you're here, continue to draw your straps apart. So you're trying to pull apart on that strap. So this is a variation using your strap. So you can do this with your strap, without your strap, your choice. As we begin to add more flexibility into our shoulders, the muscles in the shoulder, this becomes very enjoyable. Actually, it feels great after having tightness in your shoulders. Slowly unwind. We'll do the same Gomukhasana posture on the other side. Relax your shoulders. So you might feel some stiffness, tightness in your shoulders, but reach your left arm up and bring your left palm to the space between your shoulder blades. Reach your right arm out, right palm facing down, rotate internally, rotating through your right arm, and then bringing the back of your right arm to the space between your shoulders. Clasp your fingers and draw them up, draw them apart. So your right arm at this point is drawing your left arm down, and then the left arm is at the same time dynamically drawing your right arm up. Go as far as the body allows. Here again, use a strap. Some people may have small gap, like it can be almost be very frustrating that you can't hold your fingers like I am doing it, but if that is still there, just give yourself time. So not trying to rush yourself into something that the body isn't ready for. Gomukhasana is a powerful way to wake up your shoulders, upper body, wake up your triceps. Continue to breathe normally. And slowly and gradually let go of your clasp and bring your arms by your side. Come back down. Now comes the postures that we've been all working. Now that the body is waked up, the upper body is waked up, your lower body is waked up. Now it's a good time to use some restoration, right? So here's, you can move your blocks and take your blocks. If you have that choice, you can always make it at height, at max height, but I would say just make it at the medium height. Second block, place it halfway here, keeping that. Now here I'm going to use I just grabbed some couch cushions, blankets, everything that I am going to use today. So I'm going to make a ramp out of this. So notice this shape that I'm working towards. So I'm kind of creating this 45-degree angle in this. Feel free to add more blankets into this posture. So whatever makes you comfortable. You can choose to be here if you want to add more couch cushions. If you want to. The other one I'm talking about was this blanket and your couch. So what I've done is I've stuffed two pillows that, as I was talking about, into one pillowcase. This is another one. So if you can always, if you don't have that, this will become too much in this case, but this is the way. Now, when you're here, right, bring yourself to the edge of this ramp. Bring yourself where the base of your spine is very close to the edge of your ramp. Keeping yourself nice and long, lean back. Allow your head to roll back. Bring your arms by your side. So you're not in any discomfort here. So you're opening your chest. While we are in restorative postures, we'll spend almost 3 to 4 minutes per posture. So if you find me pausing, it's nothing wrong with your audio. It's just allowing yourself this moment of surrender. Soles of your feet together, hips open, knees wide, elbows, forearms, wrists resting. Nice support all the way from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, allowing you to experience length, flexion in your spine, feeling supported. We have used only the things that we already have. Slowly and gradually press yourself back up. I hope this posture worked out great for you. We'll have a different variation of the same posture. So keep that ramp as it is. So you're not modifying anything around it. If you want to add another pillow or add more to this, go ahead and do that at this point. I'm going to do that. So we're making this huge pile of ramp. More importantly, come down to your knees, spread your knees wide. Okay, spread your legs wide, and you're straddling this ramp. Find length along your spine, lean forward and down, and fold over this posture. Bring your right temple on top of your pillow or blanket, allowing yourself to rest. Let go of all your efforts. Let go of anything you're holding on to. Surrendering yourself. Allow your breath to soften. Slowly and gradually, you can turn your cheeks to the other side. Bring your left temple or the other temple. Allow your head to rest, neck to relax. Slowly and gradually, press yourself back up. For now, you can remove your pillows and blankets out of the way. Keep your block ready. Keep your blocks handy by your side, at least one of them. Go ahead and lie down on your back. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Take a moment to bring your arms by your side, preparing for bridge pose, but we'll do a supported bridge. So actively pressing through your feet, lift your hips up off the mat. Use a block and place the block under your hips. I would recommend at least going for the medium height, so you have a little bit of a lift up. So when you're here, so you can choose to be here, I want you to press your hips down into the block. So you're not holding back, you're not holding any weight, you're not being active, but entire weight of your hips is pushed into the block. So the weight of the body is equally distributed, so you don't even feel. So you can lift up your toes, put them back down, lift up your toes, put them back down. So you don't feel much of your weight on your legs, on your shins, on your heels. It feels almost like that foot can lift up and you still wouldn't have much difficulty. So this is called supported bridge pose. So snuggle your shoulder blades under your heart space. I'm going to move the blocks out of the way. So snuggle your shoulder blades under your heart space, interlace your fingers. So this is an easy version of it. So if you can choose to be here, but if you're looking for a little bit more deeper opening up of your chest region, go ahead and lift up and bring your blocks to the max height. So this is the full height of the block. So I like to be here. Allow my shoulder blades to snuggle under my heart space. Interlace your fingers. So you can be at the medium height or the max height. Powerful way to open up through your chest, collarbones. Slowly and gradually, remove the blocks from under your hips. Lie down. Stretch your legs, stretch your left leg out and draw your right knee to your chest. We'll introduce a new posture for resting. We've traditionally rested in Shavasana, but we'll try a different variation today. So I'm going to turn the camera towards the wall so that you can see this better. So I'm going to move my yoga mat towards the wall. So if you have a wall, go ahead and use that. So we'll be using the wall. And if you have a blanket, I like to keep a small blanket at the edge of the blanket. So you have the wall here and the floor. The yoga mat is almost tucked, almost close to the wall. Place a blanket on top of it. Now what we'll do is I'm going to slide myself close to that wall. So I'm peeling myself into the wall. So I'm almost sneaking into that wall. And then bringing my forearm down, I'm going to swing my leg up to the wall. So my legs are vertical. So my legs are facing up to the ceiling, resting on this wall here. And I have my blanket along my hips, and I am having a nice resting shape. This is called Viparita Karni. Wonderful way to allow gravity to draw the blood down away from your legs. Instead of complicated inversions, this is a very effortless inversion. So you can choose to be here. There's a couple of variations that I want to talk about in this posture. So if this feels great, stay here. Again, trying to get into this posture in itself might feel a little weird or difficult or challenging. I'm open to hearing more about it. If this one is better, so if you can always spread your legs out wide, so this way you feel a little bit more openness in your hips. This is one variation that you can always employ and feel comfortable. While you're in Viparita Karni, make sure that your upper body isn't in any sort of discomfort or feeling heavy or weighed upon. So this should feel like this should be a perfectly resting place. You can have your arms by your side, but if you would rather have, you can also reach your arms up by your ears. So both postures are available. The other variation that you can always try is to keep one leg on and bend the other leg, bringing the right ankle over your left thigh, and then sliding your left foot back. So this is another posture that you can try. A lot of variations. So once you're in Viparita Karni, you can make yourself go through a lot of such tweaks, variations, modifications to really open up. This is a great way to open up through your right hip. But if you'd rather just be here, this is another variation. Stay in Viparita Karni as long as you feel comfortable. Continue to stay in Viparita Karni as long as you feel comfortable. The best way to come out of it is the way that you went in. So bend your knees, roll over to your right side, and slowly and gradually, using the left hand for support, make your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Continue resting as long as time permits. For the rest of you, take a moment to thank yourself for taking time out of your busy schedule, investing in this practice, working with your body, mind, and breath. Let's seal our practice with the sounds of peace. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Breathing in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. Namaste.